Now we're going to be looking at how to use a mod or a package manager called pip to install things onto your computer. So you would use this to install various things, like for instance, let's say that you want to use Beautiful Soup to do web scraping, or maybe you want to use OpenCV, or actually not OpenCV. Let's say that you want to use Django, which probably you do if you're watching these videos. Then that's something that you want to install using pip. It makes it really easy to install, and you feel like a professional programmer when you watch it install things. So the way that you get pip is, first of all, in your terminal, if you type in the pip command, then it should do stuff. But let's say that you use pip is usually for Python 2. So if I do which pip, well, that didn't tell us anything, but let's say I do pip 3. If you can do pip 3, then that means that you probably have pip for Python 2 and pip 3 for Python 3. So if you wanted to install something for Python 2, you would use pip. If you wanted to install something for Python 3, you would use pip 3. Now the way that you go about installing pip is by going to the internet and typing in python pip install. And the first link right here, it says installing pip. So let's get it. Basically, it says all this stuff, blah, blah, blah. Look at this, confusing. But what you want to do is get this file, getpip.py. Click on it. It's going to open up this crazy thing. Look at this. Oh, my God. Like, what could this possibly mean? All of this stuff. It's crazy. And it's not loading either. Okay, my computer is really slow right now. But, okay, yeah. So it loaded. So now I'm going to copy all of that. I'm going to put it into a file. So let's save a file. I'm going to call it install pip.py. You can call it whatever you want. Basically, just paste that right in and save it. Now, in your terminal, go to wherever you saved it. So I saved it in my desktop, so I'm already there. And then you type in Python and then the name of the file. So run the file. And it's not going to work unless you actually use this thing called sudo. So I'm going to use it. And basically, the way that it works, so like let's say I just did python install pip.py. It would say, look at that, permission denied. All these red things, so scary. So we don't want red things to appear on our screen. So instead of just doing python install pip, if you put sudo in front, then essentially, now notice how it asks you for your password. So you have to type in your password for your computer. So like whatever you use to log into your computer. So then it'll actually run it with administrative privileges, which will allow you to install things that otherwise would get permission denied. So I just typed in my password, and then it will install it. And I just interrupted it because I already have pip, so I don't know what will happen if I install it again. But yeah, you do sudo python install pip.py, or whatever you call the file. Okay, great. So now you have pip. You're super happy. So how do you actually install things? So pip is super simple. The way that you install things is you just type in the name of the thing you want to install. So for instance, let's say I want to install Beautiful Soup. Then I do pip install Beautiful Soup. And then it'll collect it, blah, blah, blah. Oh no, so it got permission denied again. So instead of just doing that, I'm going to do sudo pip install Beautiful Soup. And look at that. It did it successfully, and I don't know what these yellow messages mean, but they're not red, so that's a good thing. So basically, that was how you install pip onto your computer, and how you basically use it. If you want to uninstall things, you do pip uninstall, but otherwise, everything's pretty straightforward.